Hey guys, this is the CrazyStone Level Up series, and we're up to 2 Dawn now. Let's have a look. I already told you that I was just playing horrible at the 1Q, 2Q level. Just horrible. 1 Dawn I did better. 2 Dawn, he didn't seem to play. He just doesn't seem to be playing well. But let's take a look. So here, I played this move with a specific idea in mind. And the idea is I don't play this move well because black, the Joseki he just did is thick to the outside, and he has 2/4/4s to go along with it. I just never handled that well. So I thought, well, it's only 2 Dawn. I should be able to handle it. Let's give it a try. He came down to the third line, though, which doesn't quite fit his 4/4s, but no big deal. Also, if he did go fourth line, notice that his next move makes the go wave, third line up to fourth line, back down to third in Sente, because I'm going to be responding to that. So we can see, I mean, he's getting points there. So when he plays low, it's not near the concern. Okay, I came here. Why not? Next spot. I went ahead and settled. Now, if D4 is a black stone, then we're going to settle like this inside the black area. But if it's a white stone, we're going to play this Joseki, which grows the area and settles. I fix. He comes in. I pinched for a very specific reason. I had to ask myself if I have an open skirt. Now, let me show you why that's a question. Let's say it looked, I'll just add a stone here. Now, is that an open skirt? No, because that's just a dead end. It's not doing it. There's no next move. It's just a dead end. So I don't care if he comes in or not. But in the game, if I let him come in, that's only one eye and really, really tiny. How many points is that? 1, 2, 4 points. It's nothing. So that's why I pinch here, is to close my skirt in Sente. He comes out. Here, I had to, I do a lot of playing in fear. I don't know if you do that. A fear play would be like here, oh, I'm going to live. And it's going to end up being very small. As a matter of fact, I mean, there's so many terrible things that can happen here. I'm in an enclosed space, right? And saying, oh, I just want 2 little points. It's just a terrible attitude. So I pinched to hurt him. So coming out on the fourth line above him, that's what continues his pain. Comes out. And here I am again, wanting to switch back to some sort of survival thing. But I know better than that. I come out. Notice if I come out what appears to be the normal way, I'm just surrounded. So I play here. Now this move brings back memories. The first time I played this move, I'm playing professional 9 Dawn, and like I'm trying so hard, and I realize if I play here, this is not right. But I'd never played this move before, and so I went ahead and played it. It's the only move that made sense to me, And in review, he says, "Oh, that's a really good move." It made me so happy, you know. Okay, so I come out here. I want a Hane, but then that Sente for all the cuts. I got to come back. It's like I didn't do anything, right? So just come back. He comes under. I want to play here. Take some corner. The problem is it's just I have to play again to stop him from living in there. So once again, I have a tiny little area that only brings me life. So, oh, and then I'm thinking, great, then I'll play it this way. Sometimes this is the move. But the problem is it just doesn't work. So I came down. This move gives me space in area 1 and threatens to connect under area 2. That's two really positive things, but also the main reason I've been playing any of these stones is to bother the egg group. And when I play here, that removes the A group's eye in that area. This is a multi-purpose move. Now, he's doing this to remove my points and perhaps to hurt my eyes. But check it out. This white move hurts his 3 stones there. Again, that hurts him. And then this is just really a mistake. I can just push, and I mean, it's going to be a ko here, but really. Now that I've done so much work in hurting his group, I'm pretty comfortable just killing, and now I'm alive. And let's say, for instance, I take, then he doesn't get A. C's a bit of a burden. He doesn't get, he's weak. So I don't mind just living now. He didn't get almost any points, plus he's still weak there, plus I'm absolutely alive, plus the whole sequence has hurt his 3 groups. So this is all very positive for white. Okay. I have to ask myself, how's my A group? Alive? Literally? B stone. It can connect at C or D, right? So what I want to do is use this great thickness that he's given me, right? I have a big old wall now that can't be cut. And so I went in peep. I'm going to be satisfied if I simply cut and take those points in that life. And he still has 2 stones there that are just wasted. So he saves, boom, same thing. And then just surround. So I'm getting more on the bottom than I would have if he never invaded. Plus his A group is weaker than it used to. So it's all positive for white still. He tries a little something. I just decide to come on through. Just take it. Sure, that's yours. I don't think so. Tari, which threatens the kill here. So he saves. And now I play an appropriate move, one I didn't want to play. Okay. So what I want to do, go take some big point. Because he can't do anything here. He can't do anything. But later on in the game, there's just so much Aji here. Moves like this. again, in 75 moves, we don't know what's going to be going on here. We don't know what kind of fight. It could easily be that this black move is the move that threatens to kill my center group, right? I'm just making up some, there is going to be a future. And if I'm black, I'm going to aim here during the fight and come back and get him. So the short of it is I took. Now there is no fight that's going to bother me. There is no Aji. There is no nothing. This is mine, and he's not taking it back. Sure. Bothered me a little bit. Comes out. And here, I don't think this is best. You know, it has Miai. This is true. But he takes the one side, which is good in the corner. When I take the other side, it's a bit lacking in eyes. For instance, this move's just alive, right? It's going to connect one way or the other. So it's not like I have eyes. And it's not like I'm attacking his A group with much vigor. I mean, it's like not much there to attack. Might have been better if I just come out. He takes it away and I come out. So I've given him 6 points, but I'm not in danger anymore. That might be better. But I went this way. It's too much to read out to know if it's good or not. Place here. Get out. Stop it. I get out. And now, as big a move as that is, I'm still thinking there's room to live here. There's a couple ways to, I mean, even a move like this, it's going to connect under or into the corner. There's lots of Aji here. But I can't do any of that if my A group is weak. So in other words, if I start now and I come inside, let's just say, for instance, let's say he gets out and I find life. We'll just pretend that's life. Well, then look at my white group on the right. And assuming I live, he's going to get a huge center. So I need this white group to be stronger before I do anything. So I came down. First, it gives me an eye, which I didn't have before. So that's nice. Plus a couple points. I don't mind the 5 points. Plus, all of a sudden it opens up some issues, right? So if he plays this way, I'm going to kill something. If he backs off, there are questions about how alive he is, right? Because that's not even an eye. So there's interesting futures. So this move does more than it looks like. He makes sure he's alive. And I invest another move here. This is the sort of thing that if you can go play a big move, it's way bigger than this. How many points is that? I just created 2, 3? 3 points in Gote. Why am I doing that? Well, if I need it, so he doesn't, we're not talking about life and death, but how hard he can push me around. If this stops him from pushing me around a lot, then it's worth it. It's necessary. If it doesn't, it was like, oh, he can't push me around. Then go take a big move. So when I used to play well, I'd be able to tell the difference. I know which to read out and what I can trust, what I can't trust. And here it's like, well, I don't know. I know I feel a lot better with this move in. And besides, now I can play this kind of thing and feel good about it. And so it really prepares me for this kind of stuff. I feel much better in the area. And that's an example of try to be responsible with your groups. You don't know What is the right move? You can't read that out, life and death, whatever it is. But what you can do is say, I actually don't trust this group, then invest a stone. Okay. He plays here. This concerned me. If I don't do anything and he surrounds, how big is that? Well, this definitely has some size to it, right? I'm not comfortable fighting because that's a small area. I mean, I'll live, but so, what do I do here? So I decided start here and start chasing this group. This group has no eyes. And I've made the AB strong, so he is by all means behind enemy lines. So this is a common idea. When you want to reduce area 1, attack a weak group, and you'll usually just walk right in without trouble. Did some reading here. Can I honey? And the most direct readout is that I can just kill this, right? So I knew there was nothing immediate. Okay. He comes out. Now I have to decide, can I keep going? Because if I can, I'm really pressing his group down small. And if I can, the more I press, the more his top area is a complete waste. I can just come in or anything. So I decided to press. I thought I'd be able to do it. And then a lot of reading. I decided that the cut was valid. Mostly because there's a number of reasons. But if he cuts, this ladder doesn't work because of the Atari. And this ladder doesn't work because of the Atari. So when I cut there, it breaks the ladder. And this is something I've used countless times to get out of messes. Oh, I just honey. And it's like, oh, but it's so weak. Oh, he can't kill me. Okay, so I cut, comes in. You betcha, I like coming out. Did I do this first? I don't remember that. Oh, hurting his eyes. This looks like a weak move, right? Like have too many cuts and now I'm being aggressive. But what I am doing is if he goes to cut me, I've got a double Atari. So this is a defensive move. What I'm doing is playing here. I'm just doing it with more meaning. So it's not overly aggressive. It's just the way to save my cut. Then the Atari, and then out. So if I'm cut, there's a net, although it gets kind of interesting, right? Probably what I would do is just save my stone. There's a couple things to do. And then it's a ladder, he's got bad shape, I've got good shape. So even though it may not work directly, it's still important to come out there. He comes out, fix the cut. He goes. There's the knee-jerk reaction, but I couldn't think of a reason to do it. Instead, I turn, which is really big, helping my group, and that's a weak group, building area 1, and doing both those things in Sente. So that's a really big, important move. Ane, and then come in. This was a decision. The idea being I can connect under the B stone. So that's added a way out. His A group is heavy and totally behind enemy lines. So if he tries to fight, should be trouble for him. and I've got room to live on top and all like that. So I thought it was safe. But that's like, it looks like a risk. The only problem is I connect under, his B stone's weak, his A stones are weak. I have an extension to C. So I thought it would be okay. That doesn't mean it would be okay. It just means me trying to take responsibility for my moves. I checked it out, trusted myself, which is silly, right? But since it's our only choice, then we need to do that. Okay. Boom. I just connect under. There's so many possible things here. I just connect under. Don't worry about it. Okay. This is a known position. I sacrifice this stone and I sacrifice the 3. Now I've got 3 liberties. I can get this Incente when I want. But first, this move, notice his center dying. Sente. I didn't realize this was going to be Sente. This surprised me. But I no longer need to worry about surrounding him. He asked me to surround him. Sure, I'll surround you. Then he goes for the kill. And now I want to surround him. And I don't know a good way of doing it. There's lots to think about here. This could be just a wrong way. But he comes out. I do the surround. I do the Atari. And now he needs to play the Ko. The problem is I take first. So he has to find a co-threat. No problem. Threaten. Okay. So I kill A, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points. He doesn't get B, 12, 14, 16, 18. And he also loses C and D, although he probably would have had to play one of those. So nearly 20 points, if I remember what I said a minute ago. Sure. Sure. Uh-huh. Big in-game move. So I went a certain way here. I don't know which way is right. I played my Sente and followed with Gote. So if we ask how big is A, well, if black kills B, like I don't play A and he kills B, that means there's white stones here, really, along with him getting the B stone. So 2, 4, 6. If I play it, so 6 plus, it gives me more in game. So it's bigger than it looks, is all I'm saying. He comes in. Later on, he's going to be able to say double Atari, but not now. So what did I do? Right. So I stop him. Comes in. I really want to fight here. I just don't have the right. Get a big Sente. Threaten. Kill it. Threaten it. I didn't see Sente there. This is another big end game. I don't need to save here. But if he cuts, I need to connect. And see how there's just a little bit of something here. There's little bits of things. So I thought, well, why don't I just clean it up? So I don't have to worry. I'm ahead, so it shouldn't be a problem. Sure. Here. What is that? It's not even a point. Bad in game. I'm alive on both sides. So I take this co. Another in-game co. Atari. Now I have to admit, when I got this eye, I felt a lot better about my group. Now, as I read it, I had two eyes. And if I was wrong, I always connect under a day. So it's not like there's a problem, but I sure felt better now that I have actual two eyes. Play another end game. This end game is I'm gaining per 1 or 2 points, removing one, so that's 3 points. But more than that, this is going to be a point also, because it'll be Atari kill. So he comes down, not Sente. I take my move, which is Sente now. This not too important. This is dangerous. A cute little trick here. When you're on the first line, like K19, you can play these kinds of moves you can't kill. So that's a number of points in Sente. And then here, I'm ready to say Atari. I think I was hovering over it. And I go, wait a minute, Atari. I can't save. Oh my goodness. Now it's a co, but I don't want to play a co for the whole game. Thankfully, I saw it in time and did the Atari and save. And that's it. He resigns before too long. There's nothing else, right? Nothing. He resigned here, yeah. Now, there is something I've been planning and planning and planning, and maybe that's why he resigned. Atari, Atari, Atari. The entire group is dead. See it? Only one eye. Okay. But he resigned, so he didn't do it. Okay. I hope that was helpful, useful, all that good kind of stuff. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.